Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for March 9th. March 9th is the 68th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 69th in leap years, with 297 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is derivation. The word derivation is a noun made from the verb derive. Derive means to take or receive, especially from a specified source. So the noun derivation is the thing that was derived. These come to us from Middle English, Anglo-French before that, and Latin before that. First known use of the word derive is in the 1500s and derivation in the 1600s. Derivation. And with that, this is the birthday of Italian merchant, explorer, and navigator Amerigo Vespucci, born March 9th, 1451. As an explorer, Vespucci noted during a Portuguese exploration that Brazil was part of a continent new to Europeans. He called this continent the New World. This information inspired cartographer Martin Waldseemüller to recognize Vespucci's accomplishments in his maps by applying a Latinized form of Amerigo's name, America, to a map showing the New World. Other cartographers followed suit, and by 1532 the name America was permanently affixed to the newly discovered continents. Interestingly, we're not really sure if Mr. Vespucci himself knew that the New World maps bore a version of his first name, as he passed away in 1512 at the age of 60. Amerigo Vespucci. On March 9, 1841, the Supreme Court ruled that African slaves who seized control of the Amistad slave ship had been illegally forced into slavery and thus were free under American law. This is the birthday of American country music singer and songwriter Vicki Gilley, born March 9, 1936. Interestingly, he's a cousin to Jerry Lee Lewis. In 1970, he joined a partnership that owned and operated nightclubs, and Gilley's Club in Pasadena, Texas, down near Houston, came to be touted as the world's biggest honky-tonk. Gilley's and its notorious mechanical bull were featured in the 1980 movie Urban Cowboy. Vicki Gilley passed away in 2022 at the age of 88. In honor of Vicki Gilley, today's song is A Room Full of Roses. In 1973, he was recording a few songs and didn't intend any of that particular batch to be widely distributed. Room Full of Roses was an old crooner from the late 40s, and he recorded it as a B-side to a song, She Called Me Baby. He wasn't trying to push any of these songs into wide distribution and actually didn't like the way Room Full of Roses turned out, but he figured, oh well, nobody's going to hear it anyway. But they sure did. Not only did people hear it, they loved it. Released in April of 1974, Room Full of Roses was Gilley's first of 17 number one hits on Billboard magazine's Hot Country Singles chart. Room Full of Roses by Vicki Gilley. Link in the description. Today's quote is, "Do what you can with what you have where you are." Theodore Roosevelt. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page. It's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.